Ooh, what's going on, family? What is going on? I don't know why. Seem like the video's a little cloudy, but it's cool. It's just now things done reached to the targeting and to the level of the targeting where it's just basically if you're not a positive reinforcement, or if I don't feel the discernment that you're a positive reinforcement, this is with my reality. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a positive reinforcement, if you're not an authoritarian figure in the line of business, you know what I'm saying? If you're not family, you know what I mean? Then basically it's just like, you gonna get the slowness, you gonna get the dumbness, you gonna get the clueless bill. That's basically what it's gonna be. So when people do indirects and the subliminals, like I know some positive reinforcements do trigger stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe because it's intertwined, but I overlook it because of the positive reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? But the negative reinforcement, they obviously make it known like, yeah, boom, 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 but they still try to be slick about it, right? So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I can't retaliate in no way to crash out. So, you know what I'm saying? They just get the dumbness, the slowness. They just get the random. They kind of get the Tourette's. You know what I'm saying? Just the random stuff. That's all they're going to get. And that's just going to happen every time. That's my way of combating it. Every single time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to the honey traps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to approach or nothing like that. But when they try to approach me outside of work, if it's about work, okay, I got to be normal. You know what I'm saying? I got to be serious when it's work. When it's about work, I got to be serious. When I'm at a place of business and customer service, I got to be serious. You know what I'm saying? When it's a emergency situation, I got to be serious. You know what I mean? When it's dealing with people, handicap or whatever, I got to be serious. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to just people trying to talk to me on a personal vibe, or like they still, I said I'm not going to this Christmas party like 4 or 5 times, and they still asking me. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, you can get overwhelmed by the tactics and stuff like that, and it'll cause you to self-sabotage. So lately, I've been going through a lot of self-sabotaging situations. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I can't be mad at anybody. You know what I mean? It's just that I gotta slow down and not trust everything that's going. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta remember I'm in a program where they'll delay everything. You know what I'm saying? Where if they can take any of your money, you know what I'm saying? They gonna do that. You know what I mean? And you waiting on something and it's making you causing you this kind of self-sabotage in a way, but it's just like, okay, woo, gotta breathe, woo saw, slow down, get at it again. But while I'm maneuvering through this phase, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when people come to me just trying to, like, if they talking about work, like I said, I'm gonna get serious, but they gonna know the difference with it when they talking about professional customer service, real emergency type situation. You know what I'm saying? Anything that they asking for out of me, especially at work, because a pack of cigarettes was stolen, and I didn't get no justice out of that. So I stand on business, even when they bring new people, because the old people don't ask for cigarettes no more. So they'll bring in new people, and the new people ask, and I have to, tell them no. I have to stand on business. So had a situation, self-sabotage. I forgot to charge my scooter. Was tired. It happens. And thank God my scooter made it almost, you know what I'm saying, to the job. Uh, so I had to end up, pushing it the rest of the way, but I made it on work. I made it to work on time. Wow, it was a miracle, right? You know what I'm saying? But the people that asked me cigarettes, the one dude stick his head out like, your scooter need a slow charging. Act like they was gonna slow down. This is one of the tactics they used to do when I used to walk. When I used to walk for miles and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Cars would pull over to the side like they was gonna try to like hitchhike, like you know what I'm saying, like they was really in need. They'll sit there and wait. They'll be like a mile ahead or something like that, or a half a mile ahead, and they'll let me get close to them, and then they'll peel off. It's like that situation. So it's just like, okay, this is the situation that when my moped was breaking down and I had to walk my moped from my job, I had to walk like 4 miles and people would pull over to the side, act like they're going to help and pull off. You know, the games and the tactics, you know what I'm saying? So this is just my coping mechanism. I can't give these people my genuine self. No, not negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement, I can't do them like that. I can't do positive reinforcement, or if they talk about God, I can't do them like that. But anything outside of God and outside of work, outside of customer service, they gonna get what they've been projecting to me. The blink twice, blink blink, especially the honey traps. When they try to come and talk to me and stuff like that, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn them off. I'm gonna turn them off. I'm gonna turn the negative reinforcements off. You know what I'm saying? If it causes me to look silly, they already made a narrative. You know what I mean? To the jokes on me, so I might as well give them something to joke about, and it'll be fun on my part. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe that way they'll get it that I don't care. That it's like that's how you got to do it. I'm speaking with me and my reality. You know what I'm saying? They think that I care, and I have to show them that I don't care. If it's not about providing for my family, protecting my family, you know what I'm saying, helping the positive reinforcements best way I can, and you know what I'm saying, to my discernment, who's the positive reinforcement, not doing them no type of way. But when it's the negative reinforcement, when it's these honey traps, you know what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to like managers and stuff like that, if the managers talk about something personal, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because they managers, you know what I'm saying, I have to be normal with them. You know what I'm saying? I have to be normal with authoritarian figures. But anything outside of authoritarian figures, they're gonna get turned off. You know what I'm saying? Conversation gonna be dry. You come talking about street stuff, you know what I'm saying? Get the clapping 1,000 times. It's gonna turn them off. Just like they try to make me feel as uneasy as possible with the indirects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Turn them off. Cause that's the only way to get them to see like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, like shoot fly, don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get to that point. Especially when things getting delayed that you're really waiting for. You know what I'm saying? You spent your good money on. You know what I mean? That stuff can stress you out. You know what I'm saying? You had plans on you know what I'm saying, making things happen. It didn't work out the way that you worked. You moved too fast. You kind of self-sabotage, lost a little bit of money. But you know what I'm saying? God is still navigating me to get back and forth to work so I can make that back. But you know what I'm saying? You're going to get people that try to play with you. You know what I'm saying? That my scooter broke down. I go on to work. You know what I'm saying? A dude throw a big clump of dough at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, throw that away. And they thought, everybody was looking like they thought that was going to give me the snap. No. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to give me the snap. You feel what I'm saying? It's just that I can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to report this. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. When it comes to the occasion for me to report, I know when to report. You know what I'm saying? Let it build up. Let these people play these type of games and stuff like that to try to get me to react. They're not going to get that negative reaction that they're looking for. All they're going to get is turn-offs. So it's like, I want them to send me the honey traps. You know what I'm saying? I want them to even try to, like they do, to send the download dudes. You know what I mean? They going to get the turned-off treatment. You know what I'm saying? And if they try to do some slick stuff, they're going to get reported every single time. Every single time. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm not going to snap out. You know what I'm saying? Slick stuff ain't going to kill me. You know what I'm saying? But it will be reported every single time. That's all. That's where we at with it with the targeting. You know what I mean? These people really going out their way to try to get a reaction and a response. You know what I'm saying? And they think that because they're overwhelming me, okay, they might get some self sabotage because I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? When your mind is clouded with all these tactics and stuff like that, sometimes you don't think clearly or make the best decisions. You know what I mean? That's the only thing they'll probably get is self sabotage. That's about it. Other than that, when I'm clear headed, back focused, you know what I mean, head back on the swivel. If it's not about work, if it's not about customer service, if it's not about God, if I don't discern you as a positive reinforcement, the only thing you're going to get is some real live, you know what I'm saying, slowness, real live dumbness. You know what I'm saying? When I see you playing the games, I'm taking my time. You know what I'm saying? And when you talk to me, you will not get the same energy back. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna sit here and play off my top and do these indirects and think that I'm gonna give you my genuine energy back. You know what I'm saying? It's just not happening. And then once they see that you kind of play these type of games, some people they'll play along with you. They'll do it too. But then they'll eventually get tired and burnt out. So then they want to start doing slick stuff. And then what they'll do is they'll try to, because they know that you believe in God, so they'll try to use religious systems to pull on your heartstrings because of certain algorithms and certain stuff that you watch or your wife watches and stuff like that. And, you know what I mean, try to say like, okay, you got to be genuine to these people regardless how they treat you. You got to be genuine to these people. No, they don't deserve that. They're not getting that. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say. It's not happening. No. Genuine energy I give to people who I feel deserves the genuine energy. You know what I'm saying? Anything else? Hey!
What are you doing?
Good, good.
Did your buddy come?
Who?
The other dude, what's his name? You guys came in almost together.
Today?
Nah, you guys came in together. That's it. What's his name? I don't remember his name.
I don't even know his name
The
neither.
other black dude.
Oh, I don't know his
He
name.
didn't come in, huh?
Nah,
I didn't see him.
I think he got fired or something.
Why?
I don't know. He's been late.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
I like that boy a lot.
Yeah. He's cool, but they ain't playing. They ain't playing. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, family? It's just like a thing you gotta see. Well, with my situation, it gotta get to a point where people gotta see, like, okay, all right. People gotta see where it's like, it's not gonna be a situation where you're gonna give people your genuine self every single time. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? It's a point where you got to give them the energy that they trying to give to you to throw you off. You got to give them that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Turn them down. Let them know, like, man, I don't want that. I don't need that. The honey traps or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And then when they try to pull on your heartstrings with the religious systems and stuff like that, to try to make you feel like you got to be genuine towards people that's doing all this stuff, this negative reinforcement things, just playing with you, trying to get a reaction out of you. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? If they can do this plausible deniability stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then you can do your silly stuff too. You can you can have your fun too. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna do. That's how I cope. That's what I'm gonna do till I'm in my place of comfort or my comfort zone. Can't get in. Did they switch the code?
Oh, it's blocked. Like what?
It's locked.
Yeah, it doesn't want to. The buttons don't work.
Oh, let me see. Maybe I can see if I. Oh, there we go. Woo! Yeah. So this is the type of games. This is where we at with it. So regardless of what they project, as long as I'm playing my part and doing what I need to do and know, like, when to turn off the silliness, when to turn on the seriousness, you know what I'm saying? When positive reinforcement's around, you know what I'm saying? People talking about God, If it's, about line of business, now, if it's authoritarian figures, like I said, it's seriousness. You got to be, even if they talking personal, you got to be serious. You got to play along. You know what I mean? That's just how I go. That's just what it is. Even through gang stalking, you can't be silly to everybody. But when it comes to these commoners, when it comes to people, just regular coworkers or regular people on the streets or regular neighbors or all this, you know what I'm saying? If they not positive reinforcement, go let them. I invite them to come talk to me. I'm gonna turn them off. I'm gonna say I'm off random, any type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the play around system. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what they gonna get. Now, people outside of work and stuff like that ask for a cigarette, and I feel like they boom. I'm still gonna be myself when it comes to just giving. But work, no, not happening. I don't care how new, I don't care who it is. Cigarettes is off limit. But as far as my genuine self is bound, I was slowly, gradually getting to that point, but it's just too much going on. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy King Mansa say, man, you don't make videos that much no more, but too much for too little. He dropped a lot of game. He really opened my mind on some stuff, but like he said, man, too much for too little. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I see the games, they won't let it be game over, so now I gotta get silly with it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get silly with it. If it comes to me having to while they talking, halfway while they talking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you like this? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna be off. They're not gonna get nothing. Boom. They're gonna have to use the positive reinforcements. You know what I mean? Just to have the serious talk. But when they play these games, the negative reinforcement stuff like that, because it's a difference. I look past certain triggers because if you focus on all of the triggers, then you gonna be mean to everybody, and you can't do that. I learned in this game you can't be mean to everybody. It's still people that actually do have your back. They just got to do what they got to do, and it sucks. But then it's people that's just nasty, negative with it, and them the people that I get silly with. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing there's no influences. Like I eat the fish, spit out the bones. There's no influences people can use to try to pull on my heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. Now I soak up some stuff from positive reinforcement, but when it gets to a point where I feel like people are trying to push me, use scriptures to try to force me to change some type of direction, and I'm doing what I need to do, I'm being positive, I'm holding it down. Nah, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Now I can get overwhelmed sometimes. I done been tricked before too. I done been finessed before too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You know what I mean? And it's just self-sabotaging situations, but it's just like slow down, get your breather, grind, keep moving. Get sharper. But now it's just like they're making it worse for them. Because now it's like any type of honey trap, any type of lady, shoot, if you don't want to be in a embarrassing situation, don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me. Because you just gonna look, I'm gonna look silly, you gonna look silly, we just gonna be a pointless, meaningless energy exchange. That's all it's gonna be. That just shows, I just really wanna show, I don't care how fine the woman is, I don't care how cool it is, it just shows how much I don't care about what the handler said. It's gonna show. You get me? You're gonna have to respect my marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing on my mind is cheating. I'm just trying to get the little kibbles and bits. The last thing on my mind is cheating. That's the last thing on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care if I have an argument with my wife. You know what I'm saying? If we maybe have frustrating times, that's not going, it's still like, nah, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? I just want to show I do not care about that. I don't care about the artificial competition. It get to a point with the artificial competition, if it's negative reinforcement, I'll let them win every single time. I'll purposely lose every single time. That's how much I just want to show these people I don't care. Now, when it comes to positive reinforcement, we can get competitive. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's coming from a genuine place, even though they doing the triggers. Still coming from because they doing some genuine stuff. I gotta respect it. I gotta ignore the triggers and respect the stuff they doing. But for the nastiness of people, when the commoners and stuff like that, anything competitive, I'm gonna purposely lose. I'm gonna do the opposite of what they expect, and I'm gonna be silly with them. They're not gonna get the genuine. It's not happening. I don't care who I'm around. Even if positive reinforcement around, they gonna see a difference when I talk to them and then when I talk to negative reinforcement. So if you want to know if you a negative reinforcement or positive reinforcement, approach me and you'll see. With that being said, family, peace.